Hello and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities Tarot. My name is Rochelle and I am doing a reading for Sagittarius in all placements. This is sort of a you versus them reading. I'm leaning into the romantic side of things, but if that is not what you are dealing with or interested in, this can be anybody who is most front and center in your world, in your reality. I just put some prosperity dust on the table. Gonna drink some water. Okay. So I just realized, hang on a second. Gotta get my notes. Okay. So, let's take a look at this person. Who is this person? What's going on? What's going on with this person? That Sagittarius is I was gonna say dealing with. I don't like that word. Oh, and I have kitty fur stuck in my nose. It is in Sagittarius energy. 5 of Swords. Seven of Swords in reverse. Six of Wands in reverse. Ace of Wands in reverse. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Lots and lots of reversals. Okay, well, hang on, let me do one more shuffle here. I mean, right off the bat, it feels like this person is not happy. They've got a pretty massive headache. Seven of Cups in reverse. The Hermit. Virgo energy. I feel like this person, it seems like you two have been on a little break. Maybe a long break. Something did not work out here in the past. And this person has been gaining clarity through going within, spending time contemplating what happened, you know, and kind of coming to some realization. Maybe somebody's in their ear telling them like what actually happened, what they, you know, their part in this. And they're just kind of like, oh God, what did I do? Yeah. And the thing is, the challenge is the Seven of Swords in reverse, clarified by Justice in reverse. It's like this person, Libra energy there with Justice, Nine of Cups. This person wants victory they didn't have in the past. And they feel like they want to, they want their wish fulfillment, but they didn't, it's not working out. It didn't work out, at least. And something was unfair. They feel was unfair. There was some kind of, like, it's like this person is used to getting what they want, and in this situation with you it didn't happen, and so they're trying to think about like how they can like manipulate the situation, how they can get something past you to get what they want. Makes me very curious. Oh, I'll be reading you in a second, but or in a minute. This Six of Wands in reverse in the past, clarified by the King of Wands in reverse. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. This person could have, let's see, because we've got fire signs here. They could have fire, prominent fire in their chart as well, or yeah, I feel like this is their energy, and that they were it's like they were feeling a lack of passion, of direction, and so they were kind of just leaning into like immediate gratification kind of stuff, but there wasn't any integrity with how this person was showing up, with what they were doing, and they just cause and effect. They caused things to go not well for themselves, and where they wanted victory, they kind of landed flat on their face. They lost your attention, people's attention. They lost somehow. They wanted the spotlight and they ended up in the dark because of, I don't know, but there's an arrogance here, being arrogant, and just like not really having a direction, not really knowing what they were doing. And so they were just kind of like, I'm just here right now having a good time. And but they were making decisions that were just like like slamming them in the ground. I'm thinking of a wheel. They're just like, I don't know. There's something did not work out here in the past for them, and so they've had to figure some stuff out, and they're realizing that, you know, where they've landed is largely due to their own actions, and to not actually spending time focusing on what it is they truly wanted. They didn't know what they wanted, and so they were just kind of like, you know, all over the place. But I feel like this person they haven't fully learned a lesson here. They're like, oh, things didn't work out the way I wanted. I have some insight to that, but how can I manipulate the situation to make it work in my favor? Like, they haven't learned the lesson of integrity. They're still wanting to be underhanded in some way. And I don't even know if they realize this, or if they're just they're that kind of person where they're like, well, it's not working in my favor. I'll do whatever I have to turn things around, even at the expense of someone else, which in this case I think is you. So that's the thing. Their intentions, Ace of Wands in reverse, Four of Cups, Seven of Pentacles in reverse. they're disappointed or unhappy with how something went down between the two of you. Something, it died on the vine. It's like, and there was something really good here, but they, because of their inability to be able to focus on what it is they truly want, or to even figure that out, they, I think they're generally in this energy of like boredom, dissatisfaction, impatient, very impatient, this person. And I feel like their intention is to figure out what their passion is, what their direction is, but they're not going about it in the right way. They're not being honest with themselves. They're not being honest with themselves at all. And it's like they want to feel some kind of passion, and they're just, they're falling short. Yeah. Can't get it up. Sorry. By the way, gender is irrelevant here. We all have masculine and feminine. Whatever's going on here. It's like they want to find that passion, and they're not finding, that spark is missing. But their intention is to find it, but they don't know how. And meanwhile, they're just like, I'm just gonna sit here and ignore all of the good in my life. Like, she's got this amazing rainbow behind her, and she's totally ignoring it, doesn't see it. So how this person views you is the Page of Pentacles in reverse, clarified by the Fool in reverse. Aries energy, earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, High Priestess in reverse. God, so many reversals. And for me as a reader, this is all water signs, Cancer and Scorpio and Pisces. You have told them, I don't trust you. And I do not want to move forward with you. This is pointless. There's nothing to learn from this situation. Wherever you guys were at, you stopped it. Possibly stopped it suddenly. And you've been vocal about this. You were like, I'm not going to invest in something that isn't going to pay off in the long run. So their next actions is the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, clarified by the King of Cups. Water signs again. Five of Wands in reverse. This person, okay, so they're going to come in, and they're going to potentially share their feelings with you. It's like, I feel like they're going to, they don't want to fight. They don't want to be, if you've been in competition, they don't want that anymore. They want things to be sweet and easy and gentle. They're coming in with a lot of love. Coming back with a lot of love. And telling you that things have not gone well for them since the last time you saw them, the last time you spoke. It's like, it's almost like they're coming in with all this love, and they're like, I need you to help me because I am not doing well on my own. And maybe, I mean, there is a kind of a humility here. So that's something. um, they've, I don't know, there's some kind of loss, or they, maybe they came across as like super independent, but actually they're feeling like not having you in their life. Yeah, like they're not, they're not as independent as they came across. Like I feel like they're telling you that they really need you to help them to possibly to rebuild, that they can't do it on their own. They see that you are, it makes me think that, you know, well, let's find out. Let's find out where you're at. Let's find out. The deck I'm going to use for you is I want, oh yeah, let me get the Neo Tarot Feminine deck. So where you're at, oh, we got two. Four of Cups and the Empress. Taurus, Libra, and for me as a reader, Virgo. Okay. Hierophant in reverse. Taurus energy. High Priestess upright. Six of Wands upright. Temperance in reverse. Sagittarius, that's your energy. This person could have some prominent Sagittarian placements. Hermit. Yeah, Virgo again. This is interesting. I feel like you're doing really good. And this is kind of what I was picking up on, because of the way this person has been, how they behaved in the past versus how they're feeling now. And you pulled back, you pulled away. I feel kind of suddenly, because you were over their nonsense, and you could have already been seeing your worth, but pulling away actually elevated you and put you in this Empress energy. Feeling really good about yourself, getting a lot of positive feedback from others, like wanting to nurture, you know, those people and connections who felt and feel good to you, that weren't dragging on you, draining your energy. And you've been focusing on really doing that inner work on yourself, and meditating. Maybe you've started something new. You know, you're in the process of creating something new. I mean, it could be a literal baby, doesn't have to be. In this, I don't know. I don't necessarily feel like that's true in this scenario. But so, okay, so the challenge here is this Hierophant in reverse clarified by the Sun in reverse. Leo energy. The Devil. Capricorn. A lot of major arcana here on your side. Yeah. See, you've elevated. You've gone to the next level. You're really like you want to focus on your happiness and learning what I don't know, maybe you've gone back to school or something, and you're dealing with whatever this devil is. It's like you might still feel chained to this person. You might feel an obligation to this person. It's like you want a new beginning for yourself, and you have more to learn, or you want to step into, it could even be where you want to step into some kind of leadership role, or somehow take things to the next level. But there's some kind of toxic energy here. It could be obsessive thoughts or feelings or something like this. It's like you haven't fully extracted this person from your energy. You must have a really strong connection, or you did, because they're still affecting you in some way, even though you've really done a great job of working through a lot of this. But you could be struggling with some kind of addiction to or certain maybe you're like plagued by thoughts or fears about this person walking away. You haven't fully gotten over that yet. But okay, so in the past, here's this High Priestess clarified by the Page of Swords. Wait, hang on. Ace of Cups in reverse. Yeah. I feel like this person was very immature, and you thought there was a connection here, but then it fell apart. And you had to trust your intuition. You went silent on this person. I think you might have said to however it played out, whether you said, okay, I'm not dealing with your nonsense anymore, and then you went silent, or you went silent for a time, and then they were like, hey, where'd you go? And you're like, I'm not dealing with you anymore. However it played out, you're dealing with someone you feel like they're so like they don't always have the nicest things to say. They don't really think through what they're saying, so it doesn't even necessarily make sense or hold water. Like, and you had to rely on your intuition, and yeah, you were like, no more, not talking to you anymore. So your intentions are all about like getting the glory, going after your victory, your success, which is so interesting that they, it's like things have turned around. Where they were falling short, you've learned some lesson either from them or just in general from the situation, and you're like, I know how to get where I want, like the Chariot in reverse, Cancerian energy, Queen of Swords. You're like, in order to get where I need to go, I need to put a stop to, I don't know if this person is reaching out to you. You're kind of saying, no, I'm not moving forward with you. I've got a lot of words for you, setting very strong boundaries. I feel like there's not like you may be feeling a lack of forward movement, or maybe feeling distracted. Distracted, why though? Oh, kind of a lack of direction or something, and you're like, okay, my intention is to get that momentum going, because I think this situation kind of, things stopped for a while, and you've had to do some healing. You've had to do some inner work and go through some inner growth in order to get to the understanding, oh, okay, my connection to this person, I need to heal that in order to move forward. And a part of that has to do with setting boundaries. So maybe you've learned some lesson in what it means to set boundaries, because you're like, okay, I see why I'm not moving forward, or why things have been stalled. I see what I need to do now. And it has everything to do with this, like, being like, I can handle myself. I can, I know what I need to do, and what I need to reject or say no to get where I want to go. So how you view this person is Temperance in reverse. This person you view them as very impatient. We have established that. And the Lovers in reverse. Yeah, Gemini energy. You're like, this is over. I do not choose you, Pikachu. Three of Cups in reverse. This person very likely put you in a third-party situation, or like there were other people involved, and there was gossiping, and this person is very out of balance, and kind of went to extremes in with how they were acting. It makes sense why this Devil energy is here in the challenge, because like they were not, the way they were acting really put a bad taste in your mouth, and you've really had to process and go through some kind of recovery here because of how this person was. And so your next actions, you're like, I'm going to continue my solo journey. Strength in reverse, Leo. The Emperor, Aries energy. See, so many major arcana for you. You're like, I'm taking control of my life. I'm taking control of the situation, and kind of where I felt depleted, I'm building my strength back up through, going within, continuing that inward journey, continuing to focus on myself, my needs, because you do, like, you see your worth, your worth, but you also know there's more. There's more to dig up or dig down into, in how, just, how you feel about yourself, because of this person, and kind of the implications of that, the long lasting feelings. Like there's still stuff that bothers you about this person, and you're like, okay, well, if I'm still feeling bothered, then I still have more to work on. It's not over. And so you're like, okay, that's fine. I'm good on my own. I'm in control of my life now. And the Emperor and the Empress, I feel like you have very much brought your masculine and feminine into balance. Your ability to accept and receive, and to nurture, and then also to take action and take care of what needs to get taken care of. Yeah. Okay, so where are we at? Okay. I want to finish. Let's see. Yeah. Going with the numerology deck. What's the potential outcome here? Because as this person is coming in with a lot of love, and being like, I can't live without you, you're like, figure it out. I'm going over here. So what's the potential outcome? Leadership, 81. Relationship change, 56. Yeah, see, you're stepping into a leadership role. Personal growth. Yeah, see? Mm-hmm. You are very clear that whoever you're going to end up with is going to be that they're going to be balanced. They are going to be able to flex that patience muscle really well. And relationship change. It's possible that you're meeting completion. Well, for sure, the connection between the two of you, the dynamic is changing. And because of the personal growth, your own personal growth, and how you are elevating yourself in your life, it is completing this cycle for you, and it's nothing but good. And it's possible there's someone else coming in who does match you. Yes. Get one more. Self-discipline, 41. But it does, you're kind of unconcerned with that. You're like, yeah, if someone comes in or they don't, I'm just focusing on me. That's all I really care about right now. And that's beautiful. And you're really you're feeling very creative right now. You're feeling there's a spiritual growth. Your third eye is opening, your crown chakra. You're like, because of the meditation and how you've been elevating, you've been on some kind of spiritual journey and spiritual growth. And you're much more connected to the universe. And this is helping you to, maybe you feel more creative. You feel more like you are going to be feeling like really balanced. Yeah. You're completing a karmic cycle here. And it's a really big shift for you. So many major arcana for you. Huge, long-lasting shift. That is so positive. Moonology deck. We've got luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. That's right. Luck is on your side. Conclusions are within reach. completion. You're figuring things out, letting all this toxicity go, surrender to the divine. Yep, that's exactly right. Yeah, you're much more in the flow. You're much more like, okay, where am I being led? Listening to that. A new romantic cycle begins. I said it. It's true. There's someone coming in who matches you. Relationship change. You're going from someone who was toxic, who was manipulative, who was just directionless, didn't know what was going on, and they were their own worst enemy and dragging you down. And now that you are elevating, you are meeting someone who matches you, and who also has, they also are disciplined with self-discipline. They could also be in a leadership role, or because of you elevating into this leadership role, it's like they come into your orbit, and I think are going to be very impressed with you if you haven't met them yet. You impress a lot of people. I'll just put it like that. So I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you on the next video. Mwah.